Hello, this is Rocio Ortega reporting for Global Girl Media at the TEDx Youth Conference, where a lot of activities are going on today. One of them being that I have the opportunity to present my own TED Talk. Vale la pena. That's Spanish for, is it worth it? My friends and I tend to ask ourselves this question whenever we run into a moment of self-doubt. Well, really, the first time where I found myself asking this question, is it worth it, was when I was asked to serve as a United States House of Representatives page for the 111th Congress. Well, when it came time to decide if I could attend this program or not, I really didn't have the power to make this decision. You see, the idea of spending my summer in DC, away from home and on my own for the first time, did not please my father at all. I started questioning myself, what was I working towards in my life if when an opportunity is presented to me, I don't take it? I began to ask myself, is it worth it going up against my father in granting permission for this program? Well, in order to understand why my father is having such a hard time understanding what this opportunity was, I must make some things clear first. Family was unity, and this family pattern will repeat itself unless someone within the family does something different to improve their lives. That was my father. Because at the age of 29, he came to this country with literally nothing in his pockets but that motivation to thrive and achieve what we know of today as the American dream. I set up a meeting with my boss, Benjamin Cardenas, who was the district office director of Congresswoman Napolitano. And in that long meeting, I felt like for the first time, my father was hearing me out. He began to see me not only as a young adult, but I began to tell him my life dreams, ambitions, and goals for the first time. He granted me permission, finally. And I went back, thank you. Thinking how fortunate I was to be a participant of the program, not only because I was exposed to the political world of Washington, D.C., but because I was one of 5 Latina pages to serve, and I was the first in my family to reach our nation's capital. Really, throughout my high school years, I was exposed to the words female empowerment. Global Girl Media, which is a nonprofit organization that trains girls like me to be citizen broadcast journalists, taught me the value of my voice. It was here for the first time that I worked with Tebogo, who is from South Africa, and she realized that although Tebogo and I have the same life goals and ambitions, it was going to be harder for Tebogo to reach her dreams because of where she lives. I didn't find this fair. If you think that there's someone or something in your way from achieving your dreams, like in my case, I told you, my father, be persistent. Vale la pena. It's worth it. Then I have Jeff Calais, who I met at my Coca-Cola Scholars reception. And even before coming to this conference, he told me, speak the truth. And that's what I've done to all of you here. I've told my true story to you. And now I hope that you have the power within yourself to take your story with you wherever you go and tell it, because that's what makes you different. That's what makes you stand out. I'm here to tell you that, if you were to ask me, was it worth it going up against my father to let me attend the PAGE program? Was it worth it going up against him and telling him that I wanted to attend Wellesley College in Massachusetts? Was it worth it standing up to him and going up against our family traditions? I'm going to tell you, yes, it was worth it, because I learned that we are in charge of being who we want to be, architects of the future. I know I'm an architect of my future, and so are you. Thank you.